What's going on, everyone? Today we are looking at the Zealot S53 waterproof Bluetooth speaker. Looking at the spec, this is a stereo 20-watt speaker with integrated RGB lights, Bluetooth 5.0, a integrated microphone for hands-free calling, a 4,400 milliamp battery rated to last 24 hours at 70% volume, and a IPX6 waterproof rating. So taking a look inside the box, you get the speaker itself, the manual, and a USB-C charging cable. First off, I want to point out this is a very affordable speaker. Assuming this speaker sounds good, when you consider this is not only a 20-watt speaker, but also a stereo one, this might be one of the best deals for a speaker this size. I won't say the price, as that might change over time, but I put a link in the description so you can check that out for yourself as well. So taking a look at the speaker itself, you have the power button, volume down and volume up. These also double as track forward, track back. The light effects button and the mode button. Coming around back, you have this waterproof flap. And inside that, you have your USB-C charging port, your USB-A port, so this can also double as a power bank, and then your SD card slot, so you can load music onto there and use this to play music totally offline without needing a device to connect to. Then lastly, on bottom, you have your passive radiator. I don't think I've seen a radiator like this one before. Typically, it's a rugged plastic cap here, but instead this one has a metal cap instead. Then the surrounding is kind of made of a transparent silicone material, as it looks like this is where the LEDs are going to shine from. In the center, it feels firm like any other passive radiator would, but at the side, it feels kind of loose and floppy, so I'm really hoping they didn't sacrifice speaker performance in exchange for LED effects. I gotta say, on photos, this speaker looks like it was going to be a lot smaller, but holding it now is basically like a JBL Charge, but chopped in half. I really don't think I've seen any mainstream speaker with this small, chunky, pod-like shape, so it's cool to see they decided to do their own thing instead of going and making the same JBL flip shape hundreds of other speakers already has. Overall, the build quality on this speaker feels good. Material wise, this is up there with JBL speakers, even though it costs a small fraction of the price. It's not too heavy, but there's a decent heft to it, which is always a good thing when it comes to speakers. Alright, so when you first turn it on, you'll see these LEDs here on the bottom radiator. And I gotta say, these look like very good lights. Most small speakers have a single color light, but this one not only has a few different color changing modes, but it can also display multiple colors at the same time. I've tested and owned a lot of speakers so far, and I don't think I've seen any speakers with an effect like this one yet. Alright, well, all of that will be meaningless if this speaker sounded bad, and I have not heard it for myself yet either, so let's go ahead and try this out and see what we get. well, let's go ahead and try 2 of them now, see how that sounds. And to pair them up, this is one of the easiest pairing processes I've used so far. You simply turn the other one on, put it next to the main speaker, double click the power button, and it'll make an audible tone confirming it's been connected to the one next to it. So let's go ahead and see how 2 sound now. Oh man, I have very mixed feelings about this speaker. Overall, the lows and mids sound really good, but the highs just aren't there. If you have a speaker, cover the tweeter and listen to it. That is what this speaker sounds like. This speaker doesn't have any tweeters, but if it did, I would think they were disconnected or something was wrong with them. And honestly, for a Bluetooth speaker, this is a bit strange. Usually they have good highs but struggle with the lows, but this one has good lows but struggles with the highs. Grab your JBL Flip and on the equalizer, turn down the highest 2 frequencies most of the way down, and that will be what this speaker sounds like. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to hear other music that I can't put on camera because they are copyrighted, but I'm going to mess with the equalizer on my phone and see if I can get these to sound better. Alright, well that was a fail. Similar to other Bluetooth speakers and headphones, this one did not play with setting an equalizer well. Once I messed with anything at all, the sound just got really weird and didn't reflect the changes I was doing, so that was really no help. So overall, for the price, this is a pretty good sounding speaker. It has plenty of volume, and if they only tune it so the highs are just a little brighter and not as muted as they are, this would be an absolute perfect speaker for the price. This is an IPX6 waterproof speaker, so for me, this is going to make a fantastic shower speaker, especially when they have this little lanyard here so I can hang it somewhere as well. Alright, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if anyone has any questions, feel free to drop me a comment and I'll do what I can to help. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.